So
Just
here
make
is
sure that my screen is visible.
yeah, here is Akash Mahajan presenting his work for the Hackathon 2021, Republic Day Hackathon. Welcome, Akash. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So first, let me introduce myself. I am Akash Mahajan, and I am natively from the Kolhapur. And today, I'm going to introduce you to the inventory management system that I have created with my team. So let us start with the introduction. So what is that inventory and inventory management system? So as you can see on the slide is that in the physical world, inventory is a storage space where all goods are stored for later purpose like selling and retailing. And we have already known about the inventory. So what we want to prove from the inventory management system is that it is a piece of software that is used to manage the current goods in inventory as well as the provide the interface to buy them. Actually, we have developed a system where that two options are available for the user. Either they can log in with the admin or they can go with the user. And admin have choices to manage the inventory or the goods available in the storage, and the user have another choice to buy it. So as far that its objectives for the continuous supply of products as well as to maintain the storage, so inventory should not suffer at the time of customer demand, because in a lot of stores where there is no any software system to track the product availability, many means store owners face problems of the lack of products. So that to provide them an interface, we have tried this little effort to maintain the enough quantity of products absolutely, to keep stock such a way that no overstocking and understocking happens, to maintain a systematic records of inventory, because database is itself a systematic record keeping technology, so that we can keep the records of every inventory, how much the quantity available and what is its price. So this is regarding the ER diagram of that inventory management system. It is not too big, okay. So there are only two relations available, that is the user and the inventory, having two attributes of the user relation, which is the user ID and its password, and the product ID, which is in turns the inventory relation, the product ID, product name, product price, and product AV, which stands for the availability, which is an integer value, specifies the quantity available in the kgs or in the n, and they are connected with a strong entity relationship, which is manages or buy from, user manages or buy from inventory. That is the means relational behind that. Now talking about the relational model of that inventory management system, we have already means that relation model specifies that what data should be stored in that relation and how it is connected to that another relation with the meaningful data. So that here is the three sample users available with their user IDs and their passwords, and three sample products available like a sugar, oil, and biscuit, etc. Uh, Now, talking about the technology platform, means the baseline hardware required and the software required to run that application is that the desktop or laptop with minimum of 2 GB RAM and 1 GB of available on logical disk. And the software required is the Windows and Linux operating system and Mac operating system, absolutely. And the Oracle 10G database, where we have replaced with the MySQL database, and the JDK, Java Development Kit, and JRE, which is Java Runtime Environment, and the JDBC database drivers, because of only of which we can communicate between the database and that application. So let me introduce the modules available in that data application. That there are 5 models available, which is the first is the link list. Link list, as I said previously, that the user can buy products from the inventory, so that how that products, the buy products are stored in the runtime, that is managed by the link list. The another is the common, which is the generalized common methods of admin and user module, because writing separately for every admin and user code is not the case in business logic. So that we have combined the methods available in the admin and user which are common to them in a common called the interface, and then later the admin and user which are major roles in that application, and the inventory, which is itself the entry point of that application where the user can buy buy or manage the product. And this is all about the inventory management system. Sir, can I show the demo on my local machine without the Docker? Hello.
Prakash, sir.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, sir.
And also remember that after this, you have more slides on this. You'll come back to that, right? Later.
Means I have covered the slides which I have in us.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. Then continue with the demo.
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, this instance of that application is running on my local machine, which is supported by the MySQL database running in the background. So there are major, as I explained before, there are two major roles like admin and user, so that we have a choice to enter between them. Like I want to log in as admin, then I will enter 1 and press enter. So this is now it takes you to the login system to continue, because you can't access that application without a proper user ID and password. So I have already created some users for it. Let's say user ID is 4012 and the password is 23. Because of the limitations of Java, I cannot hide the password which is entered by the user. So now when I press enter, it says welcome Akash Mahajan, because it is the name is told alongside with the user IDs. Now there are five options available to the admin as a login to the admin, like view products, add products, increase stock, decrease stock, and log out, which is an required feature. Now to view product, I have to enter the choice code, which is 1. Now you can see that there are already 5 products available into the database, in the database table, sorry. And now they are namely like sugar, soap, biscuit, flour, and hair oil. Okay. Now, in case of that admin want to add another product, so that he can choose the choice like 2 and press enter. Now he has to provide the ID of that product, because of only on basis of that the user can buy the product. Now let's say I'm providing the ID like 6345 and the product name like, let's say, a bottle. And now the price of the product in rupees. Okay, so we are in India, so most the rupees is the currency here. Now let's say the price of that bottle is 30 and the current product in stock, let's say they have they are bringing 100 bottles from the main storage. So let's say enter in 100. Now it shows the message like one product inserted. Now let me show you again the changes made it to the database. Like here is that 434, that is bottle. And now let's say the admin want to increase the stock available into the database. Now he chooses the choice like 3, and for what product ID he want to increase. Based on that, it will change the availability. Now let's say there is a 1 2 3 4 ID of the sugar. Now press enter. Now number to increase by means how many numbers you want to increase. There is already 210 kg of sugar is available into the stock. Now let's say he want to increase it by only 20 kgs. Now press enter. Now let's see again, is that made changes or not? Yeah, it has made 210 is changed to 230. And now another choice is decrease stock. Now the same condition, you have to provide the product ID. Let's say again the sugar is, and number of to decrease by, let's say I want to decrease it by 50 kg because some consumer has come and they bought the 50 kg of sugar. Now this is changed around. You can see that 230 is changed to the 180. Now, after his all that actions here, he want to now log out. Then he can enter the 5 to log out from the system. Now it says login out. Thank you, Akash Mahajan. Visit again. Now there is a user comes who want to buy the product from that inventory. Now in this case, I have to provide that I am a user. Now the choice becomes 2, and let's say the user is another one. Okay. Now this time Rishikesh has come to buy the products. Now he want to buy something like the sugar, flour, and hair oil. So he will want to buy the products. So he will enter the choice like 3. Now what is the product type of the sugar? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4? And the product amount fixed value means that how many kgs or how many items he want to buy. Let's say he want to buy 10 kg of sugar. Now it gives us the message like 10x sugar added to the cart. Now second time he want to buy some biscuits. Now he will provide the idea of that biscuit 1236. Now he want to buy some only, let's say, 5 packages of the biscuit, and now 5 biscuits added to the cart. Now he is enough with his shopping. Now he want to get the bill, like here is the choice 4. He will enter the choice. Now here is the Rishikesh bill, that is for 10 kg of sugar, which is for price of 43.5, and 5 packets of biscuit, which are for the price of 20, and the total price is become 535. Now by the effect of this get bill, the cart is automatically emptied, because they have bought the products and they have got the bill in their hands, and now they have to pay the cash to the seller. So now he is done with his shopping. Now he wants to log out. Now here is logouts. That's all about the inventory management system on my local machine. Thank you.
Super, fantastic. So let's do one thing. Rishikesh, you want to speak something?
No, sir. Actually, not. Akash explained all those things.
Okay, good. So what we have is we have a command line implementation using the Java, and obviously Java has its own Swing library and other libraries which does UI. But the other is that is the servlet and concept of web-based UI they have. But in this case, we want to have this in container. So the idea is to put it in container. Now I'll ask what is our Rutu, or is it Partha? Parth, I think. Yeah, Parth, go ahead. What is to be done beyond this? You can explain maybe. Yeah, I'll get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, Parth.
Okay. Yeah.
Give me a sec. I'll make you the co-host, and you can share what you want to say further on this. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this what you have seen is was the development phase. Now this application can further be containerized and then deployed on Kubernetes to serve um, end users as a service on internet. So
Correct. So would
yeah.
you want it as 2 separate containers, or one for user, one for admin, or will be single container? How do you think this should be done? Just thinking aloud.
Yeah, so if this was just a prototype, if we want, we can enhance the model further and divide it into microservices. So every so there can be one microservice which will only manage invoice and auditing of transactions, and there could be other microservice which can handle users and their user details. And similarly, there can be we can use some open source software like Keycloak to provide authentication and so on. So like this, decoupled microservice, this application can be further re-architected into decoupled microservice based architecture, so that we can scale individual component when we deploy on Kubernetes on demand. So backed by some database services. So database can be running inside cluster or as an external service also. So this is yeah. So this is how we can take it further.
Do you have anything to share from your side on the containerization, which you can show? And
Uh,
you had some
so
slides or something?
uh, I know.
Okay. Okay. It's
But
on the
if you want
WhatsApp. Yeah.
me to share something,
Yeah. Go ahead. Share something if you have, and then
no.
you
I
don't
was
have.
asking.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Regarding
If
what?
you share, you can share. You're the co-host, right? You can share.
Regarding what, sir?
This is regarding how do you go about, right? So there are two. When you said about microservices, right? It can be one service, it can be single, all in one, or it can be logging separate, microservices, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Authentication separate, and so how do you containerize the application? He had some slides, I thought, two of them, which he put in the WhatsApp for people.
yeah.
Okay, just for reference.
Yeah, if you have, fine. Otherwise, we can
Yeah. I
conclude if
don't have
you
right
don't have.
now.
Yeah, just one.
Maybe
Uh, oh.
I
Okay.
don't have slides.
Okay, no, no problem. So let's do one thing. Let's close before we conclude. So what were the things that we would require Rishikesh, Aditya, and Akash to do? So the current code what you have is in Java. So when you create your container, you make sure that you have the JVM installed. Whatever you are, either you are using OpenJDK or you are using the whatever JDK you are using, 8.0 or 10.0, whatever the latest one or greatest one, whatever you have used, make sure that you have that JVM installed. You have the code. Since you are going to do one container to contain everything at this stage, just have everything all in one and single container, and create a as Docker file possibly, correct? Because Partha had shared with you the Docker file, I believe. So you can go with the Docker file container and create the Docker file either from scratch or with the uh, Ubuntu or something, and then on top of it the update, and then JVM and your application all packaged into one under manifest, and deploy it, and then you do have the Kubernetes. Uh, so if you do it through Docker Hub, that's one thing. The other way is to go through the Kubernetes.
Hello.
So most of the people have been using Docker, right? Or do you see container being used?
No, it's general practice Docker only. Other
Okay.
runtimes, I'm not sure. So they are being used, but not as much popular as Docker.
Okay. So let's go with the Docker for present. So on, if you can try provide that, that will be great. If not, then we'll just take that. This is, but you have the code in the GitHub, right? Have you updated the GitHub? Let me ask Aditya,
Akash,
Akash.
Aditya, anyone?
Yeah, I think I'll have to unmute them.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead,
Yes,
Akash.
sir.
So you have submitted the code to GitHub, right?
Yes, sir. Some changes were made, but that were not committed to the GitHub. So what I will do is I will commit them later after
Mhm.
this meeting, and will
Share
give the
with
link to that.
share the link with Parth. Parth, we'll ask him to go over it and review. Obviously, there are we don't want to do any uh, whatever like you remember that you can hide the passwords. It's not like Java doesn't have any limitation. It is simply that we don't have the code for it
Uh,
at this stage. So that's
one
something
one
to note.
one input from my side is you need to have a web page from where you can have all the requests, because if you're containerizing it, then through CLI it will be very difficult. So one service will be UI, and from there you can manage everything.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, either you can use Nginx website or what is the other one, which was
Apache or Nginx anyway.
Apache Nginx, and third one you so Flask. Easiest one is Flask, I believe, which is what Parth had suggested for Saurabh, right? Parth?
Yeah, yeah. So Saurabh is using Python, so that's why I suggested him Flask. And Akash and team are using Java, so they have to look for alternative in Java also.
Yeah, I think Nginx and Apache both support Java, so you can use Java modules. I'm not sure about Flask, but any other, if you need Java web server, you can take a Java web server with existing Java in that. So it's nothing, but most of them are CGI on top and Java wrapper, whatever way you use, that's fine. So UI is one suggestion. Second is to container a single because splitting microservices at this stage may be too early for them. And packaging, which is manifest creation, that could be with Dockerfile in this case. Kubernetes can manage Docker depending on what edition it is, and then so CRI interface will access it, and so you should be able to get this done. So these are the couple of things. Other thing I noticed that you said, can you increase the number of decimals to 2? Because if you say 30.1, it is 30.10 because rupee and pice, right? So it is. So make sure that you are rounding to 2 digits, and that was one observation. And so it can be. These are few observations, but which are very. We don't want to be nitty. Pick up on something which is very trivial at this time. This is a only student level demonstration, but you can consolidate it, and so that is all we have for today, I believe. And uh, anything you want to say, Parth, before we close, and Rutu before we close? I will be stopping the recording before that. Yeah, go
Happy
ahead.
Republic Day, everyone.
Oh, okay. That was neat, cute. Yeah. And Rutu, anything else?
No,
Hey,
good that we have one presentation,
yeah.
and yeah, so it's very good, you three guys, Rishikesh, Aditya, and Akash. Just see to it that the more learning on the process is how you can make it cloud native. That is our main goal. Whatever you need, contact us, Parth, me. We can help you over it.
So I think with that, I will bring to close Chengappa, Sarla. Uh, thank you for attending, and Parth and Rutu for leading, and participants Akash, Rishikesh, and Aditya for showing up and demonstrating. And it's always difficult to demo, especially over the unless you prepare for it. But excellent. So all of you, thank you very much. I will close here with the recording, and once again we
Just
will
one,
meet on 30th. Yeah, go ahead.
just yes, just one thing. We have giveaways and prizes. So after 30th, we'll announce that.
Yeah. Yeah, 30th is the Shahid Divas, they call it, or Martyrs Day as we call in India for Mahatma Gandhi. It was National Day. So we'll declare on that day the winners and all. We have any other presentations we will take in between and intimate everybody. So with that, I will stop recording.